show. The work I'm doing, it keeps me moving. I got a long way to travel. It sounds insane to board a plane when all you know is a hard road of gravel. Then I recall what my daddy told me long ago. So you can stick around with your feet on the ground. There ain't nothing wrong with getting high. You can drink a beer while you're driving down here. You can't hit a tear in the sky. Your feet on the ground, but there ain't nothing wrong with getting high. 'Cause you can't drink a beer while you're driving down here. You can't hit a tear in the sky. Yeah, you can't stick around with your feet on the ground. There ain't nothing wrong with getting high. You can't drink a beer while you're driving down here. You can't hit a tear in the sky. Nope. A country boy from Illinois, I used to have a fear of flying. I got a radio when I was like, oh man, I'm probably 12. And I was tuning into like the gospel stations is what I kind of settled into because the voices, I just loved the way that people sang. I wasn't really into the lyrics so much, but the way they sang turned me on. And then kind of got it sucked into the early pop radio as I was kind of learning what I would like or not like. And then Guns N' Roses came out, and I was just the right age, and it just barreled me over, and that was just like instantly decided that's what I wanted to do for a living. And it seemed like if those guys could, those screwballs could make a living doing it, then like, why not me too? So got a guitar, traded my comic books for a guitar, and started practicing 16 hours a day. And then when I turned 16, I moved to Hollywood, and I lived on Sunset Boulevard and did the rock and roll thing out there for a minute, and yeah, just buried myself in it. Came back out here and studied classical guitar, and then went to Berklee College of Music and studied jazz, and did an ethnomusicology degree, and then moved in my car, traveled around the country, and you know, here we are. When did you leave heaven? How did they let you go? How's everything in heaven? I would love to know. Why did you dread heaven? Just for these earthly things. Why did you lose your little halo? Baby, why did you drop your wings? Had they missed you? Could you get back in? If I kissed you? Or would it be a sin? No, I'm just only human.
but you are so divine. When did you leave heaven? Yeah. Little old angel mine, if I kiss you, or would it be, oh, sin? No, I'm just only human, but you are so divine. When did you leave heaven? Little old angel mine.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a big heart on for the blues. That stuff just, it feels like home. And I don't know if it's, you know, the Chicago thing or what it is, but it just feels right. It's like, that's home. So I tend to use that as the center point that I move out from.
The things that I used to do, Lord, I won't do no more. The things that I used to do, Lord, I won't do no more. Used to sit and hold your hand, darling. Cry, baby, please do not go. Search all night for you, baby. My search had always ended in vain. Search all night for you, baby. My search had always ended in vain. All along, darling, you was out your other man. Gonna send you back to your mother, baby. And I'll go back to my family too. I'm gonna send you back to your mother, baby. And I'm going back to my family too. Nothing I can do to please you, baby. I can't get along with you. Never said I wish anything with one exception, that I could wake up in my favorite comic book. It never happened, but maybe it's still good. Anything's possible, that is if I have some say. Remember the logical, my head is always in the way. Doesn't have to be plausible, let me stop you anyway. Cause anything possible probably isn't worth the chase. Yeah. When I turned 13, I sold my comic book collection to buy a guitar. Was on a holy mission, 1992. I up and moved to Hollywood. Nothing ever happened. And who knows it? Anything's possible. That is in my head, some say. Don't be logical. My head is always in the way. Doesn't have to be plausible. That I'm a story anyway. Cause anything possible is what you do if you're afraid that anything's possible. Don't say impossible or even improbable. Man, I'm unstoppable. You can't burst this problem. When I grew up, I was at least half as driven. I took the show on the road. Y'all, I couldn't make a living. Then I found a girl, but it didn't go so good. Nothing ever happened, and who knows if it could. Anything's possible. That is if I have some say. Don't let me logical. My head is always in the way. Doesn't have to be plausible. That I'm a story anyway. Cause anything's possible. Anything's possible, but anything possible probably isn't worth the chase.
Yeah, I got a problem. I got a lot of guitars. I don't have a lot of vices, but I got a lot of guitars. Yeah, and they all do a different thing. I like old guitars. There's like sort of a classic era where they were making them better. They had access to better woods before you had laws to protect the rainforest. They would just go clear cut all the nicest stuff out of the ancient growth, which is terrible. And I'm glad they're not doing it anymore. But those old vintage guitars, man, they do things the new ones just don't. So I like Gibsons. I like old Les Pauls. When I was 16, I was living in Hollywood, and I found a 1957 Les Paul special that had been all screwed up, and basically spent my whole summer's food budget on that, and just ate peanut butter and ramen noodles for the rest of the summer. and they got me hooked. But yeah, I brought a 1959 Les Paul Jr. with me today, and an early 50s Earl Silvertone thin twin. It's kind of like the thing Howlin' Wolf would have been playing on some of his early records. And a 1946 Epiphone Triumph arch top that I brought along too. It's a beautiful guitar. I picked up a few years ago at a Kroger in Indianapolis.
This is a 1946 Epiphone Triumph arch top jazz box. Oh, and that was loud. There we go. This is a song called Under the Willow.
Under the willow, the earth be my pillow, reclined in the seat of your vines, and slumber until those silver clouds spilled over, rinsing the sun from the sky. I don't know why all our plans fall apart. You can't count on others to care for your heart. And when that whirlwind blows, I know where I'm bound to go. Under the willow, the air's always still though. The thunder is shaking the leaves. If you seek peace, you found it. These roots keep me grounded. Come under the willow with me. And I don't mind if this night never stops. We'll stay awake, slap happy, bloodshot. And after your eyelids close, drifting through dreams we will go. Under the willow, the dirt be my pillow, reclining in the shade of your vines, and slumbering through those silver clouds spilled over, washing the stars from your eyes. Hey, hey, yeah. Just for a thrill, you change the sunshine to rain. Just for a thrill, you fill my heart with pain. To me you were my pride and joy, but to you, I was merely a toy, a plaything that you could toss around at will, just for a thrill. You made my life one sad song, just for a thrill. You just led me along. Although you're free and having your fun, to me you're still the only one. Yeah, 'cause you made my heart stand still, just for a thrill. Although you're free and having your fun, to me you're still the only one. Yeah, 'cause you made my heart stand still, Well, it was just for a thrill. And baby, you made my heart stand still just for a thrill. On my way just around the world, when I get back to F dollars and pearls, all by myself, all by myself. I don't need no one to help me, I can do it all by myself. Locked up in jail, won't no hanging crime. Now I'm a farm boy doing time all by myself. Whoa, by myself. Don't need no one to help me, I can do it all by myself. I don't need no help, all by myself, all by myself. Don't need no one to help me, I can do it all by myself. Cross-eyed Sue told her Papa Jim, or Uncle Sam so she could take care of them all by herself. Whoa, all by myself. Don't need no one to help me, I can do it all by myself. Play. Jake and the mule running neck and neck. Jake told the mule, I got you something, what you bet? All by myself, oh, all by myself. I don't need no one to help me, mule, I got something by myself. By myself. Don't need no one to help me, I can do it all by myself.
So for a long time, I had this flying V acoustic guitar, and I was like, just running around playing this thing through a bunch of effects and stereo soundscape type things and beatboxing and squealing and all this stuff. That was my gig for a long time. And then I kind of had some stuff in my life restructure, and I wanted to kind of like shift it around. So I found Farmer Foot Drums. I've been kind of watching these guys for a long time. This guy, Pete Farmer, up in Michigan, he builds these amazing, it's like a whole drum set built into where you can play it with your feet, just a bunch of pedals that you can control it with. And so mine has 11 different pedals on it that each do different things. And he's got a 12 pedal kit that I really want. Maybe after COVID, when things start back up again, I might throw down for that. But yeah, Farmer Foot Drums is amazing stuff. I brought their harmonica holder and kazoo that I just got from those guys too. He's just a really creative cat. So that kind of changed things up and kind of went after the one-man band sort of shtick. And I've been enjoying that. It's fun.
This is a mean old world to live in, all by yourself. This is a mean old world to live in, all by yourself. is a mean world to be alone. Yeah, without someone to call your own. Baby, this is a mean world to try and live in all by yourself. I wish I had someone who loved me true. I wish I had someone, yes, who loved me true. If I had someone who loved me true, yeah, then I know it wouldn't be so blue. Baby, this is a mean old world to try and live in all by yourself. Try and live in all by yourself. Sometimes I find myself dreaming that I found love. Sometimes I find myself dreaming I found love. Sometimes I dream I'm really found love. Baby, someone who love me true as the stars above. But this is a mean old world to try and live in all by yourself. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom to just me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies blue, clouds of white, bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry.
I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. So much trouble in the world. So much trouble in the world. Bless my eyes this morning. Just sun is on the rise once again. In the way earthly things are going, anything can happen. Them sailing on the ego trails, blast off on their spaceship, million miles from reality. No care for you, no care for me. Oh, so much trouble in the world. So much trouble in the world. There is so much trouble. 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 So you think you found a solution, but it's just another illusion. So before you take out this line, don't you leave another cornerstone standing there behind you. We got to face the day. Ooh, come with me. We just treat people talking. Ooh, yeah, and we struggling. Sitting on a time bomb. Now I know the time has come. What goes on up is coming on down. What goes around, it comes around. Oh yeah. So much trouble in the world. So much trouble in the world. So much trouble in the world. There is so much trouble. 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 Every man got a right to decide his own destiny. And in this judgment there is no partiality. So arm in arm with arms, we'll fight this little struggle. Cause that's the only way we will overcome this little trouble. Yeah, so much trouble in the world.
Yeah, different places in the country do have different sounds, and it used to be much more so. It was very regional before the record labels came in. If you go back to the 1930s, or even before, there was a sound to like Mississippi blues, and there's a sound to like the Piedmont blues, and you could hear somebody from either place, and they're not going to sound anything like each other, because you'd only be playing in your little local area. You weren't trying to tour all over the country. This empire is way too big for that. So everything was real localized. You'd only hear the people around you. And then when the records came in, that's sort of like they're marketing things from all over the country to each other. And if you want to sell a whole bunch of records, they would take an artist and move them all over the country, like in these big arcing circles from one side to the other, trying to sell records and promote those records. And then it sort of like made everything this big one blob of America, but now that the record label thing has sort of fallen off and you don't have the big national records, people aren't selling albums anymore where they need to promote them all over the country, and they can sort of focus in your regions, things are regionalizing a little bit more. I think things are kind of focusing that way. The internet makes everything totally global, but at the same time, for a lot of the artists, I feel like they are sort of regionalizing in a way, and there's a sound to different areas.
All right, when we're back. This is a 1959 Les Paul Jr. I was out in Colorado visiting my friend Zippy. And while I was hanging with Zippy, I was like looking around at the local guitar shops. And this is a tiny little village out in the middle of the mountains, way out in the middle of nowhere, in the valley. And this guitar turned up on their website, 59 Les Paul Jr. And I had a friend named Zach in Bloomington who really wanted a Les Paul Jr. like this one because he's left-handed and you could flip it over. And this one had actually been converted by somebody to left-handedness. So it was like miraculously perfect. So he's like, yeah, totally, grab that thing for me. So I did. And I brought it back, and then he remembered that he has multiple kids and a wife. And he called me about a month later. He was like, hey, man, would you be interested in buying this thing back? And I was like, yes, I would be very interested in buying that thing back, because it is a spectacular guitar. So I did. And that's how I got yet another guitar. I've got a problem. But they all do different things, They're all special in their own way. I don't need to rationalize this to you guys. Do I? I mean, it sounds nothing like the other guitar, right? So I have to have it. So this went out to my friend Roberto, who was using the U.S. Postal Service for things you're not supposed to use the U.S. Postal Service for. And this was back in the day when they were pretty serious about that stuff. So I was driving past his mom's place, and there was like a bunch of white vans parked in the yard, and all the windows were broken, and the door was missing. Like, oh. I wonder what's going on over at Robert's place. But being a white kid from the unincorporated suburbs, he had his lawyer go golfing with the judge, and he got probation. And that's the difference. We take that stuff for granted sometimes. That's the difference. It's not like that for everybody. So Robert moved out to California and went underground out there where he'd be less likely to get in trouble. And then eventually they went corporate, and he jumped into corporate Weed America, and he's killing it. All right. He's just ahead of the curve, that's all.
Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Sounds like a good time to me. Food and Drug Administration is what we do when we're through the whiskey. Every day I await visitation from the Drug Enforcement Agency. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Sounds like a party to me. All these federal agents keep leaving tire tracks all over my lawn. My girlfriend always greets him at the front door, and every time she tells him that I'm gone. But they know better than to trust a woman. I know better than to hold more drugs than I can eat. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Throw in a pot here for me. Woo! Barricaded in the bathroom, chowing down these pills as quick as I can. Flushing the schwag down the toilet while my pitbulls are holding up the man. The cops come crashing through the door frame while I snort up the last of this PCP. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Time to throw a party just for me. Tripping out on the cop car lights, I dose the cop while he read my rights. Keeps asking me if I understand. Later on, he's gonna eat my shrooms and everything else from the evidence room. Make the D walk away with empty hands. Jim's gonna have to set me free. Think you should. There's alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Throwing a party here for me. Just for me, well, throwing a party here for me. Just for me. We'll throw in a party here for me. I've been woke by the rain, driven by the snow. I'm drunk and dirty. Don't you know that I'm still wheeling out on the road late at night? I see pretty Alice in every headline. I've been from Tucson to McCoury, to hit to beat the town apart. Driven every kind of rig that's ever been made. Driven the back road so I wouldn't get wet. And if you give me weed, words, and wine, and you show me a sign, I'll be willing to be moving. Smokers and smokes, some folks from Mexico. Big by the sun every time I go to Mexico. And I'm willing. I've been kicked by the wind, right by the sleet. Had my head stove in, but I'm still on my feet. I'm still willing. I've been from Tucson to McCoury, to head to Peter Town apart. Driven every kind of rig that's ever been made. Driven the back road so I wouldn't get wet. And if you give me weed, words, and wine, and you show me a sign, I'll be willing
moving. If you give me weed, whites, and wine, and you show me a sign, I'll be willing to be moving. Work. She don't have to rob or steal. No. Baby, don't have to work. Oh, she don't have to rob or steal. No. My baby, anything that she wants you to tell. Drive away. Tell me, drive away. Let me early this morning. She said she will be back soon. She met me early this morning. Whoa, she said she will be back soon. She said she'd be back early Friday morning. Oh, late Saturday afternoon. Are you all right? That's all right, girl. One little bit of the day. I don't want nobody to break the seal. Roll it out to my baby the other day. I don't want nobody to break the seal. Just let it go straight to my baby, 'cause